Hello guys, good morning. Thank you so much for joining for this video. So today I'm going to talk about a problem that you might face while cloning your GitHub repositories using the Windows terminal. So let's start. So this is my target repository. So I want to clone this particular repository into my local directory here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the Windows terminal and I'm going to use git clone and I will copy the HTTPS address from here and I will just paste it and run it. So this is a very interesting situation that I faced while working on one of my projects. So in that particular project, I wanted to use a repository from the GitHub. So clone a repository from the GitHub, and so I faced some problem. So you can see that the cloning is not successful. So you see clone succeeded, but checkout failed. Okay, so cloning happened, but checkout failed. So what is the problem in this is the name of the file. So I want to take this opportunity to now discuss about the fact that this Windows ecosystem is actually very, very specific about the names of the files. And for that reason, I have also prepared a table that is actually going to show you what are the different things that you need to avoid during naming your files and directories when you're working with integrated systems like Windows and Linux. So if you're working with Linux, because Linux is more user friendly and it allows a lot of things that Windows does not allow. So Windows is very strict about naming its files and directories. So you cannot have this kind of symbols in your names. So if you're having this kind of symbols, then this kind of error is going to happen. So I will show you the folder as well. Here you can see that nothing will be there. Okay, so yeah, so that is one of the reasons that most of the people, those who are working with like most of the computational biologists or most of the programmers, they like Linux more than Windows. But it is always important that you maintain the naming convention, and it is actually a good lab practice. It is actually a good practice to maintain the naming convention in a particular way that is being accepted by both Windows and Linux system. Okay, so in Linux, the only problem is like if you give this kind of names, like see, you can also see the examples here. I have given the name of examples also of the names. So you do not use this backslash. Other than that, everything is fine. But in case of Windows, you cannot give names like this. You cannot give columns. You cannot give space. Okay, so this double quote I have given so that, because if I don't give double quote, you cannot understand the space that is there. Okay, so do not give space in any of your names. So trailing space is not allowed. Okay, and also trailing dots are also not allowed in Windows system. So there are some reserved names. You cannot give these reserved names. And yeah, case sensitive thing is known to everyone, so no need to discuss that. And the path limits. So there are path limits. So in case of Windows, it is the path limit is less. It can be till 260. Okay, so these are the particular things you need to take care, and that is the reason that you are encountering this particular problem in this particular repository, which is very rare. Okay, so I just got it because maybe I was lucky to find this mistake, and most of the times in Windows, if you look into somebody's GitHub, so this mistake might be corrected as fast as possible, because nobody wants to keep this kind of mistakes. Okay, and also okay, trailing dots are also not okay, and trailing spaces are not okay. So all these things are not okay with Windows system. Okay, so these are a few of the problems that you might face. So what is the solution? So if you are working with a Windows system, so there is a particular way that you can also use Linux in your Windows system, and that is through WSL. Okay, so so let me just show you that what I'm talking about. So this WSL. So Windows is having a system. A feature that actually allows the use of creating Linux environments within the Windows system. So for that, you need to install Ubuntu. And once you install Ubuntu, this application is itself going to create another environment within the Windows system, which is called Windows Subsystem for Linux. Okay, so if you go here, I can show you. See, I have already Ubuntu, so which is already available in my system. So it was an older version that I have used. Now the version might have changed, but it is still going to work. And there is WSL. So this is called Windows Subsystem for Linux. So when I was installing Ubuntu, so this WSL also got installed. Okay, so if you want this particular video of how you how to install WSL Ubuntu in your Windows system, you can ask me in the comment. But there are a lot of videos already available on this topic in the YouTube, so I'm not going to make this video again. It will just clutter the library of YouTube, so that is not useful to anyone. Okay, so I just want to show you that. I also look into the path. So I'm already in my target directory. Okay, so what I have to do, I just since WSL is already installed, I can actually call the WSL from the Windows terminal, and you can see that it directly took me to the WSL from the Windows terminal only. Okay, so this is what is interesting. And now, as I already discussed, that the Linux system is far more forgiving than the Windows system. So these things are not going to be caught in the Linux system. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the same thing. I will do git clone, and I will paste the HTTPS address for that particular repository that I told you, and just click enter. Okay, so this is one problem. So so you saw that initially this folder was created. So I need to delete this folder. Otherwise, yeah. So you can do it from the terminal only, or you can do it manually here. So okay, now just hit enter, and let's see what happens. Yeah, so now you can see that the whole repository got cloned. Okay, and so let me just show you. You can see that the whole repository got cloned. Okay, I don't know, like okay, so yeah, let me just change the name of this. Yeah, I don't know why this is not opening. I think there is some issue with the Windows ecosystem. Like I already told you that this kind of trailing dots is not allowed. Okay, and so I think this is the one which is having this space. Okay, you can see that there is this trailing space. So because of this only the problem was happening. And so yeah, so the final thing is, like whenever this kind of situation happens in your when you are doing the cloning, git cloning using the Windows terminal, if you have WSL installed in your system, just open the WSL and just do the git cloning there in the same target directory, and it's going to work, because this Linux, or like the Linux system, is more forgiving than the Windows system. Okay, so yeah, so that's it for this video. Hope this helped, and thank you so much for watching. See you next time.